Hello, this is the Sprint 3 review for Team Pfefferkuchen. We had a pretty good sprint. We finished all user stories except one. As you can see here, we did not complete user story 62. We had planned, this had a dependency on user story 127, which we knew during planning. We underestimated the complexity and time it would take to get 127 implemented. So we didn't actually get that coded until this evening, so there's just no time for 62, and it will have to carry over to Sprint 4, which I know we're not going to be actually doing, but that's what would happen. You can see our burn down was really good, except for the little plateau in the middle. So we started off really well. Then I think the plateau really shows the fact that I don't think we broke down our subtasks as granular as we should have. I think had we broken down the subtasks, we would have had a very nice burn down, because you can see a lot of the dev work is being done on single tasks, and it doesn't look like much is getting done until they're done. Once that dev work's done, then you see we just were right back on the line for the most part. So I think overall a good spread. Just if we had broken out the subtasks, it would have been a little better. But so if we jump into the software. The first user story I'll go over is user story 138. This was done by myself, Josh, to remove the project section in the UI. So above the date, there used to be an expandable section related to the projects, and we've removed the notion of projects, that entity in the system. So that piece was done, as well as removing it out of the menu here. User story 130 was done by Hart. This is where you can set the trainer's schedule. So you can see if I were to highlight over my name, and I can press this icon, and then I can add, say, availability. Say I have a late availability tonight from 10 to 11 o'clock. Something like that, and I can set my availability. And then you can see up here at the top, there's the ability to filter by the available trainers, to view the available trainers for a specific date and time range. That is not actually implemented yet. We just added the UI piece, so that doesn't actually do anything yet, but it would be a to-do. And that was done as part of that 130 as well. So for user story 127, that piece was done by Jordan. This is the ability in the classes tab to create rooms. So he added this notion of the room here. So you can see if we have a class tonight at 10 o'clock, you can see if I try to create it, you can see there's an error message telling you must select a trainer in a room. If I select, and you can see those are our two trainers, the availability for both of those trainers. Hearts was already set up, and we just set it up together for myself, for Josh earlier. So if I select a trainer and hit OK, you can see it says please select a room. If I do the other way around, you can see it says please select a trainer. So it does require both of those to be selected to create a class, and so we can do that in room 3. If I try to create another class at the exact same time in the same room, you can see it says the selected room is unavailable this time. So it doesn't allow the room to be selected. Now if I go back to trainers and add a new trainer, if I add a new trainer and I go back here to create a class, you will not see that trainer here because we haven't set that trainer's availability. He or she has not said that they're available. So those pieces, kind of the combination between those two tabs, are done between Hart and Jordan. Next is user story 132, which is the student being able to sign up for classes. So I have to actually log out and log back in as a trainer, or as a student rather. And so here you can see we have an existing class here. We're on the classes tab, so this was the class that we had created earlier with Hart as the trainer in room 3. So you can see the icon here. I can register for the class. There's a pop-up asking, are you sure? You click yes, and registration is successful. Then I can also click this one, and I can withdraw from that test class, and then it will withdraw me. And you can see if I try to withdraw again, it knows that you're not registered and says you're not registered for the class. So that piece was done by Charles. That was user story 132. The rest of the stories were stories 134 and 134 was done by Joel. 180 was done by Mark. This was the static analysis. So Joel did a lot of the setup early on to get the Gradle file all ready to go for us, and he set up the ability to exclude packages and things like that. And we all did our own little bits of static analysis we helped a little bit, but Joel and Mark did a lot of it, really trying to get it cleaned up and get some static analysis done in this sprint. So you can see here, this is specifically the check style that's done in the utility package. You can see we had 1,058 errors before, and then after we had 69 errors. The spot bugs report in the util package, we had 56 errors, and then after we had 23 errors. UI check style, in the check style report in the UI package, we had just under 5,000 errors before, and then after we have a little over 3,500. And then for spot bugs in the UI package, you can see we start out with like 99 errors here, 99 errors, and then afterwards we have 80 errors. And then this is some of the base packages where we had 305 errors before, 17 errors after, 32 spot bug errors before, and 0 spot bug errors after. So this just shows a lot of the work that Mark and Joel have done to get the static analysis cleaned up. Yeah, we learned a lot, and that's our project, and it's obviously still a work in progress, but I don't think we're going to finish it. Thanks for watching.